Hi, in this tutorial I will show you how to create a bubbly alphabet cutter in the completely free Blender, perfect for polymer, clay, cookies and more. All you need is a 3D printer to turn your designs into real cutters. You will find links to download Blender and the free alphabet SVG used in this tutorial in the description and a pinned comment. So let's dive into Blender. After installing and opening Blender, this is the default screen. You click this cube and click delete on the keyboard. Same goes with this perspective camera, delete. Then we go to here, scene properties, this icon, units. And in unit scale, I enter 0.001, enter. Length, I'm changing it to millimeters. Before doing anything else, you just go to edit, preferences, and here you have add-ons. In add-ons, you need to enter edit mesh tools. This option here. You need to install it. It's for free. It's a free extension. You just go here, edit mesh tools, and you should have install option available here. Be sure to have it enabled at all times. Without it, you won't be able to do this tutorial. Perfect. Then go to File, Import, and you import SVG as grease pencil. You can choose the file that I am using in this tutorial. You will find the link for this SVG graphics of alphabet of bubbly letters in the description of this video and in the comment section as well. After opening, it should look something like this. Right click on the mouse, we click Convert to Mesh. Then we press N on the keyboard to see the panel here. R and X. Rotation in axis X. So you just move with your mouse, but you are clicking just wherever. And here in rotation in X, just please enter -90. Perfect. So now it lays flat. Let's zoom out a little bit and press S for scale. And we go with our mouse just to make it bigger and bigger. Here you can see the dimensions of this whole block. All right. So I'm just making more or less maybe 255 millimeters for this block, and the letters are more or less on the same size, so that's good because now you just can grab this measuring tape, and you can make like with your mouse and you can see that this is going to have like 35 millimeters. You can of course change it to inches as well in the units that I showed you in the beginning. So it's more or less 35. This okay, you just leave it. If not, you can just scale it to your own preferences. What is important here, after you are done with scaling, you need to click Ctrl and A and you apply rotation and scale. Okay, this is very important. So you just go Ctrl and A, apply rotation and scale. Then the scale changes 1, 1, and 1. This is crucial to do any cutters. Without it, you will always fail as well. Okay. So now we got it. Now, if you just zoom in, you can see that all the letters that I uploaded have some like double lines. It is very often with SVG imports. It looks like this. So there are like double outlines. Okay, so I'll just show you the quickest way how to fix it. I go to edit mode. All right, I click A. Okay. And in edit mode, I'm just zooming a little bit. I'm using the combination of Alt and Shift, and I'm clicking all of the outer outlines. Okay, because you can see that B has like some small circles in it. So I'm just going with this outer one. Yeah. I'm just moving it here, holding Alt and Shift, and clicking. Yeah, all of the outline stuff. All the letters have double, so I'm just clicking Alt and Shift and I'm selecting the outlines. Perfect. If you are done, you click X and you click Delete Vertices. That's right. Now we are left just with one outline of every letter, and all the stuff inside also has just one. That's great. In edit mode, you click A, you click Mesh, Clean Up, Merge by Distance, and you click mesh, normals, recalculate outside. This should appear here, and recalculate inside. You also tick this box. This is to repair some geometry issues that can occur. All right, let's go back to object mode. And this is it. Now, these are letters. So we need to, if you want to have a cutter out of a letter, of a number, etc., you need to have it mirrored. Yeah, you can't just print it like this. You need to have it mirrored. To do it in object mode, when it's all orange, if it's not, you just right click on the mouse, mirror, and this one, X global. You just click it. And now you have it mirrored. So this is basically ready. This is our base. You can make a cutter out of it. So on this particular moment, you can just go to File, Save As, and you can save this project as a Blender file. So you can just open it, and in a second you just start from here. Yeah, I just wanted to show you how you need to operate with SVG files, just to have this object so ready for cutters. Yeah. Okay, so I will just show you maybe on letter A. I'm not going to just give you because the method is the same for every single letter. So the method is similar to all of the letters. So I'll just go maybe with the first one with letter A, because it also has some small detail inside, and I will show you how to do it.
Thanks for watching so far. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.
So in object mode, it should all be selected. You click Shift and D, escape, and you can see that the one copy has been made. So we are clicking it again, Shift and D, and escape, and we have 2 copies. Let's rename it. So this is the first one. I will just click enter 1. Here I will enter 2, double click, enter 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, let's hide 2 and 3 for now and just go with 1. I would like to show you how to do it with the letter A. So I will do it this way. I'll go to edit mode. Okay. Alt and Shift. I'm clicking those 2 lines. Right click on the mouse. Separate selection. Okay, this is it. 001 has been made. I'm renaming it A1. Perfect. I go back to object mode. Let's hide number 1. Let's make number 2 visible. Okay. Number 2, I'm clicking it. I'm going to edit mode. The same, Alt and Shift. I'm selecting both of them, yeah, this one and this one. Right click on the mouse, separate selection. 2001 has been made, so I'm making A-2. And I'm going back to object mode, and I'm making number 2 invisible again, and I'm making number 3 visible now. Okay, I'm clicking it, so now we're in number 3. I'm going to edit mode and I repeat it. Alt and Shift, I'm clicking both of them, right click on the mouse, separate selection, and I'm changing this to A-3. And this is how we are just have 3 copies of letter A, because I wanted to show you how to operate with every single letter, because you need to export it letter after letter. You can't export all of the alphabet as one file, because you'll not be able to scale it, and you need to have this option to print 1, 2, 3, 4 letters, and just depends on your preferences. All right, so this is basically it. Let's just hide 1, 2, and 3 for now. Okay, and now we have letter A, A1, A2, and A3. All right, so I'm hiding all of them. Just stick to A1 for now. I'm clicking it. I'm going to edit mode. Perfect. Then I'm clicking A, edge, offset edge, offset. Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit to see it. Now we're making the outline, the offset for our blade. Our blade should be 0.4 millimeters, and this is completely enough. So here in this area, we go with our mouse down. We can enter it as well from the keyboard. Let's go not plus, but minus 0.4. This is our blade. And you just click wherever. Nice. Then Alt and Shift. I'm clicking this outline, holding Alt and Shift still, I'm clicking this one. I go to Edge, Bridge Edge Loops. Then I go with E on the keyboard and I go up. Just click wherever, because here in Z, you just enter from the keyboard 14 millimeters. It goes up to 14 millimeters, all right? Let's click here, wherever. Alt and Shift, I'm clicking both of them here inside. Again, I'm clicking Edge, Bridge Edge Loops. I'm clicking E on the keyboard and I go up. I click wherever, and in Z, I enter 14 millimeters as well. This is the blade for our letter A. Let's go back to object mode. This is it. And let's hide A1. Let's go with A2. Let's make it visible. Clicking it. We go back to edit mode. Now press A on the keyboard. You go to Edge, Offset, Edge, Offset. Remember, minus 0.4 was before, so now go, but not in minus, but go plus 0.6. This is going to be the support for this blade, because 0.4, it is too thin. It is good for cutting, but it's too thin for printing, for holding it. So it needs to be supported by another wall. In total, it will give us 1 millimeter. That is why 0.6, not minus, but plus, yeah? Click here, Alt and Shift. I'm selecting two of them, Edge, Bridge Edge Loops. E on the keyboard, I go up, and in Z, I'm not going with 14, I'm going with 10 millimeters here. Again, Alt and Shift, but don't, yeah, click here, so this nothing is selected. Yeah, it's easier, because if you this one selected and then this one, it will just mess up. So you just click like on here on empty screen, nothing is here, then Alt and Shift, and I'm clicking those two. Edge, Bridge Edge Loops, E, and I go up with 10 millimeters. Perfect. And that's it. And I'm going back to object mode, and I'm hiding it. And the last A3. Let's go back to edit mode. Just the outline. So Alt and Shift, and I'm clicking just this one. Edge, Offset, Edge, Offset. And 0.6 was before. Let's make like 1.5, more or less. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. This is the handling for the cutter. If you like it wider, bigger, you can make it more here. I'm sticking with 1.5. Alt and Shift, and I'm clicking both of them. Let's leave this one because we don't need for the inside. I'm going to Edge, Bridge Edge Loops. I go with E, I go up, and I'm just sticking with 2 millimeters. This is completely enough. Let's go back to object mode, and let's make our letters visible, A1, A2, and A3. And this is it. Our cutter has been done, but what you can see here, that this part in the middle is just floating in the air, and it is not connected with the letter whatsoever. So to do it, we need to add some support to connect it. To do it, I'm just going with this maybe A3, yeah? So I'm clicking this A3 here. I'm clicking Z to see perfectly from the top. I'm going to object mode. I'm still in object mode. So I'm clicking Shift and A, Mesh, and I'm choosing Plane. The plane has been added, but it is huge. You can see here by default, it has 2000 millimeters. Just let's change it to 20 millimeters. Let's press Enter. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see it. Yeah, it's just here. Yeah, we can move it with G. So we can press like G, and you can move it here with the mouse. Perfect. We can zoom in a little bit. Now we need to scale it down. To do it, we press S and then we press Y, and we make it more narrow. Okay, for instance, we'd like to have something like this. Then we can press G and you can press Y to go up. Then you press S for scale and you can press X. And you can make it in this direction here. Something like this. We click it. If you are satisfied with this support, if you think this is enough, you click it again. You can see it's here. This is the plane, yeah? But the scale is messed up. So remember, Control and A and rotation and scale. After any scaling and you are done with the scaling, you need to do it. All right, then you go back to edit mode. It is selected here still. So you press E, you go up with the mouse, and here you enter 2 millimeters in Z. This is for the support, yeah? And this is it. Of course, you can add another support like here, if you wish. I think for this kind of letter, one support that goes from this side to this side is completely enough. You can make it wider, smaller, you can make 2 of them. Just it goes with what your preferences are. So now let's go back to object mode. Okay, and this is it. So now I'm just selecting A1, holding Shift, A2, A3, and this plane, all of them. Right click on the mouse and I click Join. And now I just have one letter as a layer, and this is letter A. And now I just make just this one. I'm just clicking it. Now it is selected. I go to File, Export STL, and I'm clicking Include Selection Only, and so I can name it letter A, for instance, yeah? And you just export it to STL, and you can open it in your slicer. Then you just can hide it, and you can make like 2 and 3 visible, and you go with the steps with any other letters as well. Okay, so let's open it in a slicer, in a bamboo slicer. So this is our letter. It looks perfectly fine. So now we can just print it, and in the same method that I showed you, you can make any other letters from the bubbly alphabet and make it on your own for free, completely for free, in a 3D program called Blender. And if you have any questions to this tutorial, please let me know. Some other advanced techniques of making clay cutters and cookie cutters in this Blender software are included in other videos, and also in a paid tutorial, paid course that you can buy on my website. I would be very grateful for any likes and comments for this tutorial. If you liked it, please let me know. And thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.